Coming up on Mountain News at 6, Appalachian Regional Healthcare makes a big announcement, one they hope will improve accessibility to advanced medical care in the region. And day 2 of Hillbilly Days continues. More about what makes this festival fun for everyone coming up.
Plus, patchy frost may be a problem by Sunday night. Those details on the way as Mountain News at 6 starts now.
We'll take you live to Hillbilly Days a little bit later, but first, Appalachian Regional Healthcare has numerous campuses throughout the region, and earlier today, officials announced they are adding to the care they offer Eastern Kentuckians, particularly to those in Bell County and the surrounding area. WYMT's Madison Carmouche has more about the potentially life-saving announcement.
Being diagnosed with any form of cancer is hard enough, but imagine not having access to treatment nearby. For many in Eastern Kentucky, they don't have to imagine.
Who among us hasn't had someone that we know, a loved one, get cancer, need treatment, end up being in Knoxville or Lexington? Is there anybody in here that's not experienced that? I don't see a hand.
This was the motivation when ARH received a certificate of need from the Cabinet for Health and Family Services for a new cancer facility.
They've looked at several different sites and finally came up with this plan this year to bring it here onto this campus. I believe they met with me back in February in Frankfort and kind of unveiled it then.
Senator Johnny Turner was able to spearhead the advancement of the project, ultimately securing a $12 million appropriation from the Kentucky General Assembly.
We worked as a team in that respect, and ARH was very helpful in talking to the other legislators that they knew, and we personally talked to them. We've got a mountain caucus that kind of meets and talks, and it benefits everybody in Eastern Kentucky.
Dr. Sam Bailey, a medical oncologist, says this makes his job easier, knowing he's not adding the burden of travel on his patients.
Instead of me having to arrange for patients to go out of state or to a different region, we can have that all in-house. So instead of a patient having to see a consult an hour away, they can go 15 seconds away down the hallway and get the care they need.
But in the end, ARH's priority is making sure that cancer patients like Mark Terry can ring the bell at the end of their journey.
Y'all treat me like family over here, and I'll never forget it. And I love you, and God bless all of you.
That was Madison Carmouche reporting. In total, the project will cost $15 million and will not only benefit Bell County, but the tri-state area. Attorney General Russell Coleman has announced a special Commonwealth's attorney for Perry County. In a release, Coleman has designated Jackie Steele for that role. Steele currently serves as Commonwealth's attorney for the 27th Judicial Circuit in London. He's agreed to serve in this capacity until Governor Beshear makes an appointment or voters elect a new Commonwealth's attorney in a November special election. This, of course, comes after Scott Blair resigned as Perry County Commonwealth's attorney earlier this week after he was arrested and charged with wire fraud 1 week ago. Police have charged a Mingo County, West Virginia man with attempted murder. The incident stems from police responding to a shots fired incident on West 4th Avenue in Williamson earlier this week. After officers arrived at the scene, they determined a vehicle had been shot at. Police were told by witnesses that 20-year-old James Hash fired 3 shots at their vehicle before leaving the scene. Hash was later arrested and taken to the Southwestern Regional Jail. 5 Whitley County Detention Center employees were hurt following an inmate attack. Police received reports of the incident yesterday morning. They say the jailer and 4 deputy jailers were attacked by inmate Dylan Knuckles. Williamsburg Police Public Affairs Officer Stephen Hill says charges are still pending, but Knuckles will likely face 5 counts of assault.
Investigation is still continuing, so there's possibilities of changes to the charges. There's also possibility of additional charges. But as of right now, we're looking at probably an indictment that is going to come down the line on 5 a minimum of 5 charges of assault second degree.
Hill said Knuckles was taken to the hospital for treatment of injuries. A man has been sentenced to 15 years in the Virginia Penitentiary for charges related to the distribution of methamphetamine. The Lee County Circuit Court sentenced Austin Surgeoner on Wednesday. The Lee County, Virginia Commonwealth's attorney says the case against Surgeoner began after a search of a motel room in Jonesville back in August of last year. Sheriff's deputies found about 25 grams of meth packaged for distribution, along with $900 in cash and a firearm.
We are tracking some gloomy weather on this Friday. Hit or miss rain showers continue. Also tracking some overcast skies up on First Alert Pinpoint Doppler. Most of the rain right now pushing into the Big Sandy Valley from Floyd County, moving into Pike County, also from Martin County, and a few more light showers moving into Mingo, also into Logan counties. At this hour, a live look across the region. And check out that camera from Buffalo Mountain. Extremely foggy as you go up in elevation. And we are tracking some more raindrops on the camera lens over in downtown Pikeville and some more overcast skies from the London Corbin Airport. Those current readings in the lower 70s for Harlan, also Jonesville. But notice that cold front passes and that cooler air is set to increase up to 57 for Jackson and 57 also in Irvin. Most of us see lows in the middle 40s to wake up in the morning. A small chance of a few showers this evening, but we are drying out as we go into tonight. And we see some more sunshine tomorrow. Those highs are back in the middle 60s and maybe some frost by Sunday night as cooler air is on the way. Your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
Cameron, thank you. The Hillbilly Days Festival continues in downtown Pikeville, bringing visitors old and new to the city for its 47th event. WYMT's Buddy Forbes is live in Pikeville and has more on day 2. Buddy.
Yes, Steve, Friday is usually the busiest day here at the Hillbilly Days Festival, and while I can't really estimate how many people I've seen go in and out, I can say that a lot of those people were very anxious to talk about the 47th year, some from Pond Creek and some from across the pond, each saying that it's an event for all. Whether you're coming home,
people are friendly. You don't find any better people than Eastern Kentucky people anyway. But it is like homecoming for us.
Or just getting acclimated to the Hillbilly way.
Just go and meet people. You know, this is the chance you get, especially for us being from where we're from. You get to experience a new culture and how different people see lives and what they do. So I think it's definitely worth it.
Hillbilly Days 2024 is offering a little something for every visitor.
It's worth the price, whatever it is. I got some bourbon chicken, got some homemade lemonade, and we're getting ready to go sit down, listen to some singers, and just have a good time with friends.
The second day of the 47th event brought folks out pushing through the rainy day to support their favorite attractions.
Well, you can look at me and tell it's the food, for one thing. But no, it's just seeing people get together. I mean, you get people from all around Pike County to come here together to celebrate something. It's a tradition, and so it's just great to see people getting together.
Showing that while not all hillbillies look alike or sound alike, there is something for every taste.
Yeah, the bevy. It's got to be the bevy in it. But no, the rides are good as well.
And the flavors all come together where it counts, at the festival for the kids. Now, even with the rain that just started coming down again, the event is still going strong, especially here in the Riverville, where the carnival is inviting people down for the lights and the loops. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, Buddy, thank you very much. We will be back at the festival for its final day tomorrow, and you can see some of our mountain family taking part in the parade tomorrow afternoon. Looking forward to getting over there, and the weather is going to be just perfect, I believe, tomorrow afternoon for that parade. Well, this week is National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. Folks across Madison County are honoring some of those unsung heroes. This week, dispatchers at Madison County Emergency Management have been showered with gifts and decorations, but many of those responders say their favorite gift is the countless drawings from kindergartners, thanking them for what they do.
We don't do it for the thanks, we just do it because we love to be here and we love to be able to coordinate between the public and the responders.
Madison County took the thank you a step further by declaring a proclamation honoring the telecommunicators.
Well, we are trending drier and cooler to close out your Friday. Your first alert forecast coming up. Plus,
Meet a teacher who took on a new challenge after retirement as we continue to profile this year's East Kentucky Leadership Award winners.